Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'chai HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect brethren, teaching and pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. This is Brother Daniel coming back again with another lesson. And I'm going to try to make this one quick through the spirit. But it's basically almost like a reaction or spiritual thoughts on the movie The Platform. And here, it's originally in Spanish, but there's subtitles on the screen. So, if you need to, play and pause in order to read the subtitles, all right, you can do that. But this is a movie that was on Netflix, and the whole thing in this movie is there's inmates, and they have to survive off of the food that they're given. There's a set amount of food each day that is supplied unto the inmates on different levels of what they call the hole. All right, and basically the people above the level above them, they eat. And I don't want to really spoil it, but in this movie you can see, the scarcity mindset that's on people, man, because there's a limited amount of food, and every month in this movie, every month you wake up on a random level. So if you're close to the top, the more food that you're able to partake in, right? If you're closer, to the bottom, which is about 300 floors or whatever, the less food, okay? And then at a certain point, when the platform comes down with the food on it, there's no food left because it's been eaten by everyone from all the above floors. So then, with that being said, since there's no food, it's famine on those different floors, and people start to eat each other, right? But that's coming to America, right? That is coming to America. We can already see how Esau is doing certain things and how the Lord's using Esau to do certain things to make the food supply scarce, okay? Which Esau is going to try to use to his advantage, okay, to get people to take the chip. All right, so I'm going to play this trailer, and then I'm going to get some scriptures.
Hay tres clases de personas: los de arriba, los de abajo, los que caen. ¿El hoyo? Sí, el hoyo. ¿Y usted sabe en qué consiste esto del hoyo? Obvio. Comer. ¿Qué vamos a comer? Lo que les sobra a los de arriba. Es asqueroso. ¿Hay mucha más gente abajo? Dentro de poco habrá menos.
Pause it. As you can see, he was scarfing down food because, if they wouldn't have eaten, that's the only meal that they were able to eat at that time, right? The platform would be there for a couple minutes, maybe 5 minutes. And then after that, the platform would go down to the next level.
¿Que era una persona? Pues claro que era una persona. ¡Es que nadie va a hacer nada!
Si todo el mundo comiera solo lo que necesita, la comida llegaría al nivel más bajo.
As you can see, they were fighting over the food.
Ayúdame a bajar. Bajar, suicidio. El hambre desata la locura. No creo que sobreviva usted mucho tiempo.
Right. As you can see at the end, the guy was tied up. And Salakia, it's gonna be a spoiler, a spoiler. So if you haven't watched, this, you should watch it, and you'll get an understanding of the mindset that a lot of people, and Jake especially, gonna have, in these end times, in these times of Jacob's trouble coming up, right? So what I'm gonna get is, I looked up the word famine here in the Bible app, and here's scriptures in Apocrypha that I got. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." Right? The sword, famine, death, and destruction. So these are all the different plagues that are going to come in the world. Right? The sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. Right? So, hey, famine is coming into America, man. Okay? And there's about to be scarce resources in America. Okay? Right? Like on this movie, there was a scarcity of food. Right? So with the scarcity of food that's about to be coming to America, famine, okay, scarcity of these different resources, people are going to want to seek comfort and seek to eat, all right? And to please their souls, and please their flesh, Salakia, all right? So they're gonna do whatever they can in order to try to get that comfortability. Okay, so this is let's go here. 2 Ezra 15, let's go to 9. It says, "And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the blood, the innocent blood from among them." It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." Right, Salakia. I don't think that was the one I was looking for. Right, here it is. It says, "Woe," 2 Ezra 15 and 14, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one person shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." When you watch this, you'll see how people are fighting against each other, right? Because they're limited resources and they want to live, they want to survive, right? So it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall be in their power." So basically, these inmates here, they when you watch it, they were actually doing, okay, whatever they wanted to do, man. Okay, there was no laws or regulations in there. Okay, so they was eating as much food as they wanted to when they was in the position to eat as much food, and when they didn't have any food, they'd eat their roommate, their cellmate. Okay, and that's coming for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, who didn't take heed to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or the prophets that he put out there on the streets to tell you, man, when that time comes, man. Okay, that's coming to you. All right, so this is I'm gonna get it, because this is what Esau did before, during 70 AD, during the time of the siege of Jerusalem. He cut off the resources, okay, and that caused people to go into a scarcity mode, right? When you go into scarcity mode, you behave and act differently, as if, of course, you don't have abundance an abundance of wealth, man, or abundance of food. Okay, so this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, and might be might be Salakia. All right. Here it is. Salakia. Here it is. I'm gonna read this whole thing for the men and the women, man, because there's nothing new under the sun, and Esau's gonna use the same tactics, man, and we know this through the scriptures. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse. Ooh, let me start at verse 52. Oh no, 51. It says, and he shall, oh, hold on. 50, 28 and 50. It says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor shew further to the young. Now, this nation of fierce countenance is talking about who? Esau, Edom, okay? In the time of 70 AD, they were calling themselves the Romans, right? Now they call themselves white, Caucasian, okay? A people of fierce countenance, okay? It says, and he shall, Salakia, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or the flocks of thy sheep, until he has destroyed thee. Right? So Esau basically taking all our riches, man. Okay, it says, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, 70 AD, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustedest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all the land which the Lord thy power hath given thee. Right? And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, thy power, hath given thee in the siege and in the straitness, okay, that position of extreme difficulty, right? The scarcity can be a straightness, man. It says, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward his wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave, so that he will not give to any of them the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left him in the siege and in the straitness wherewith the enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. Right. And the same goes for the woman, right? Okay. But basically, hey, a lot of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you 2/3, hey, y'all gonna be eating y'all children, man. Okay, that's how bad the famine is going to be, man. That's how bad it's going to be. People are gonna be turning into cannibals out here. All right, and that's why we want to have this knowledge and wisdom so we can be stable, man. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, as the scriptures say. Right, so that's why we praying and hoping that we're a part of the elect, man, because the elect to be taken care of, man. All these plagues and stuff are coming upon those who don't have the mark of exemption from judgment. Okay, so Right, man. Now, I just wanted to make this a quick video, man. And Salakia. Let me get one more just to end this off on a positive note, man. Right, because the Lord's gonna have His elect. Okay, they're gonna be bountiful, man. You're gonna have plenty to eat. Here it is, Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So no matter going through this, the tribulation, okay, where everyone is acting and behaving off a scarcity mindset of not having enough, the men of the Lord are going to have a lot, man. They're going to have abundance, man. They're going to be eating and drinking, man, and making merry in the midst of these of this tribulation, man. Okay, laughing at the calamities of the 2/3, man, in these other nations, right? So the Lord's going to have His elect covered. All right, but just wanted that to be a quick video. With that, once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Arachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect brethren teaching and pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.